Star Trek has just always avoided me. Like, I've always been like interested in it, but I've never watched it. And I thought, hey, since we've started this channel, what if we just started watching it together?
Well, what'll it be? A swim at the beach?
What?
What is this?
Oh!
Exit holodeck.
I knew it was a damn holodeck. Oh, that's great. So, Alex, guess what?
Oh, what?
I know this is going to be crazy, but it's officially been 2 years of us having our target audience Patreon account. Isn't that pretty crazy?
2 years? I remember when you brought it up, like, oh, people are suggesting we get a Patreon. I'm like, no, like, we're not at that level yet. And then now it's like, I can't imagine my life without it.
Yeah, I remember when we started the channel, or not even necessarily starting this channel, but always just in my head, I always thought, like, probably around, like, I don't know, maybe 25,000 subs or something. Something like that would make sense. And we just got so many requests in our comments, for one, that I brought it up to you before we even had, like, I think we just broken 1,000, and you're like, I think it's too early. I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then just kept going and, you know, reached 2,000 and got so many more requests. City on the Edge of Forever was coming up, and I'm like, I think this is the time to do it. And it's been really great. We've had a lot of patrons come and go, but I do want to do something we haven't done in a while, and that's talk to you, because there's a group of patrons that signed up in that initial month when we opened up and are still here supporting the Patreon, have never canceled 2 full years of patronage, and that's crazy. So we just want to give a special shout out to those people. Do you want to start?
Yeah, let's do it. I wonder if they treat us like a Planet Fitness membership and they forgot they're paying it.
Oh, we're going to remind them. Never mind, cut this out.
So I'm going to go down the list here.
And these are the audience members, the $5 tier patrons.
We got Mark Crisco, Gary Lay, Ed Weirdo, Fire Chris FWO, Tomas Leon, Jeremy Rickard, Carl Dutton, Michael Nemo, hope I'm pronouncing this right, Ron, Sci-Fi Mike, Elizabeth Newlands, Dan's the Name, and William New.
And these are the target demographic tier patrons that have been here the full 2 years. This is our $10 tier, our highest tier, the names you see in the credits. These guys have been here the longest, and I want to start off by just bringing up on the list you just read of the audience members, those first 3, Mark Crisco, Gary Lee, and Ed Weirdo, because those 3 audience members, as well as Rich Sirivaleri, P. Coffee, and those 3 I mentioned earlier, Mark Crisco, Gary Lee, Ed Weirdo, all signed up on the very first day of our Patreon being open and have been here the 2 years. So a special, special thanks to all you. But these target demographic tier patrons, Rich, P. Coffee, Dependent of Vulcan, Peter Sparts, Ian C. Johnson, Chris Wells, Colin Freeman, Ken R., Dion James Pittman, Jonathan, Jay McGinnis, and Joe Concepts, all signed up in July of 2022, have never canceled, and are still here. So it's just wild to think about. I know that we sometimes can have contentious back and forths with our audience, mostly as a meme and mostly as a joke, but just at the end of the day, trying to remember, like, wow, there's a lot of people that are really enjoying just us watching a TV show, so it's pretty wild.
It's insane to think about, and we are most grateful for all of it, and love going back and forth with all of you. Drive me nuts, but we love you for it.
Yeah, and if you guys recommend a movie and we hate it, we're going to tell you it sucks. But, you know, that's hopefully why you love us and we love you. It's like a abusive relationship.
The best kind.
All right, nice dress, nice dress. I was just talking about how they never wear civilian clothes.
Trouble, why would there be trouble?
Because wherever you go, trouble follows.
What about tribbles?
Take yourself and your holier-than-thou attitude. Get out of my life.
A bit of an oversell.
Picard has a problem with me. You tell him to come and talk to me himself.
Is this all a deep role play for Troy? This guy in Troy? You know, this is what she likes?
Hope not. You really gonna take that, Riker?
I'm telling Picard.
I feel your confidence, arrogant resolve.
This has to be a work. It has to be.
It excites me.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're all in on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Be right there. Save program.
Ah. No way! Oh, okay. No way! Didn't even think about that. Oh, duh, the holodeck.
I just don't know what to do with him. Dude. The guy's always late. He never gives his best effort, just slides by.
Relatable.
Commander, a broken seal.
Oh, you better destroy it. Those samples will be tainted.
No gloves.
Hey!
He's just gonna hide.
No, sir. I'm very, very sorry, sir. It's just that I had a very important communique which required my immediate response.
I don't want to hear it.
Wait, now this is revealed as Geordi's holodeck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it keeps doing that over and over again.
Holodeck conception.
I don't know what you got away with at your last posting, but this is the Enterprise. We set a different standard here. Understood?
Understood, sir.
I like this hook.
That is like one of the most unique and interesting hooks ever. Like, I've had so many questions like that about the holodeck. You know what I mean? Like, privacy-wise, all that. It's like
Someone should be able to see that, right? I mean,
yeah, it's like you better hope there's not cameras in there, or you better hope that like someone doesn't find that saved program and be like, "What the hell is this?" For it to be your coworkers, like,
oh God! Imagine Troy finding it. Oh, you have this program where you want to seduce me.
That's cool.
Damn it.
I also just love the little wrinkle that he's bad at his job, and Geordi wants to fire him.
What do you got, Sally? Cliff Bowl!
Oh!
I always thought I could work with anybody, but I just don't understand this guy. Broccoli makes me nervous, Captain. He makes everybody.
Young Mr. Crusher started that. I guess it's caught on. Let's just get...
It's like Riker's the one who spread it. I love how Geordi's like, transfer him, make him another ship's problem.
It's easy to transfer a problem to someone else.
Captain, it's not like I haven't tried.
Try harder, Geordi. He's a member of your team.
I'm with Picard on this one.
Yeah, I like that. That should be his response.
Get to know the man better. Make him your best friend.
With all due respect, sir, my best friend. I can barely tolerate being in the same room with him, man.
Damn!
God. I do like to see, it's like it's taken a while, but it's like, these are one of the challenges of becoming the chief engineer. Like, got to handle employees you don't get along with.
Yeah, and I appreciate just this small Enterprise problem.
Say, Reg, how about sitting in on the mission briefing with my senior officers in the morning?
The briefing? Me?
I'd like your input.
Also notice he's got the new uniform.
Yeah, I guess he was enough of a character for the for the episode.
Well, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like everyone's got the new ones now. Foot in my mouth.
They finally got the budget.
Why don't you bring us all up to speed on your findings so far?
Yes.
You said I wouldn't have to talk.
I'm going to look for a surge in the transfer coils.
Oh, a coil surge wouldn't have resulted in field dissipation.
I realize that.
Wes is getting added to the fantasy in the holodeck.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get beat up. I hope he gets into a real uniform soon, like in yesterday's Enterprise. I mean, it's like, does he really need the gray the whole series?
I knew about the flux capacitor, but I need to hear about it from some 17-year-old kid.
You're letting this get you much too upset.
Wait, and now I'm like, is this the real Troy or holodeck Troy? It's gotta be real, right?
To hear his voice, it's got to be holodeck.
Why
Troy.
are you so hard
I love
on
this
yourself?
contrast.
Yeah.
He does it really good.
It's hard out there.
I understand. But let go of it.
Bro has multiple scenarios.
Let me help you relax.
I'd like that.
I knew you would.
Okay, how far does it let you go? Are there any limits? I mean, I know Geordi did kiss, what's her name?
Yeah, but she was alive.
And I'm pretty sure Riker made out Minuet as well.
Computer, run Barclay Program 15.
He named it after himself. If anyone finds him, he's cooked.
I am the goddess of empathy.
I just want to know why bro can't have that confidence in real life. I mean, transferred over a little.
He's my new project.
Yeah, broccoli's a real project, all right.
I just need to draw him out some more.
Everyone's saying it, even the unnamed characters.
Pardon me, but why is Lieutenant Barclay being referred to clandestinely as a vegetable?
Clandestinely? It's a new one.
What the hell? What happened to your glass?
We got a dam, we got a hell.
Okay, so there is something more going on here.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
But how is it going to be connected to Broccoli's holodeck?
Will your investigation affect our available power during the mission?
No. No, sir.
Good. I look forward to your report, Mr. Broccoli.
Oh my God. No.
Broccoli. If you will excuse me.
Riker's face.
Fucking,
So proud of himself.
Metathesis is one of the most common of pronunciation errors, sir. A reversal of vowel and consonant. Bark to Brock.
No, he didn't even no one needed to stop him either. That's great.
He realized himself.
He's
Big in the orange.
imaginative.
How do you know that?
I know.
She knows about the holodeck.
Do you think because of her powers, or just she found the program?
I think because of her powers.
If I felt that nobody wanted to be around me, I'd probably be late and nervous too.
Guinan, that's not the point.
Sure.
Common Guinan W.
Yep.
Common Geordie L.
See, a lot of people just want a bartender to shut up and listen to them, but Guinan's that rare, you know. She'll push back. She'll give you the real truth. No! I kept thinking, like, how many times have people just walked in, bro?
You gotta put a lock on the door.
Oh, this time he's got Crusher in there?
Beverly.
Who's that on the right?
Beverly?
Good morning, my lord. Manners, my son, manners.
Is that Wesley? Oh, it's Wesley!
Dr. Barkley will spank you if you misbehave.
What?
Wesley? What do you want?
Oh, this is how he added him in. Oh, and now Picard's in there?
Cannot withstand our assault forever, Barkley!
Oh, and Geordi. Data!
Say you will yield and it ends here. I shall speak with my sword, sir.
This is my Halloween costume right here. This version of Data.
What, Data is Captain Hook?
Yes, like it has to always be a double reference so people don't understand.
Oh, nice Captain Hook costume, but why is your face painted like white and yellow?
Oh my God.
God, you know this Patrick Stewart just loves any chance he can to do this.
Now I'm wondering if Geordi will be like, I'm just gonna leave and pretend like I didn't see this. Oh no, he pointed him out. You're done. To be fair, of everything he could have walked in on, that wasn't that bad.
True, he could have been kissing one of them. It makes sense that it's good that Geordi caught him after his own deal.
You're not going to tell anyone about this.
I don't think everybody would appreciate your imagination like I do.
One of the officers had been getting on my back.
Let me guess.
It was you.
I don't know, there's a part of this that's kind of therapeutic. Maybe you ought to talk to Counselor Troy about it. I really do want you to talk to Counselor Troy.
No, I couldn't.
I mean it. As your friend and as your commanding officer.
I'll take back a little what I said earlier. It does make sense, the confidence-wise. Like, he knows it's all fake in the holodeck,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like just being in your head, basically.
Mm-hmm. And he's fully in control in the holodeck. He can stop that whenever he wants. Whoa!
Glad I don't have anywhere to go.
I feel like we've seen that exact plot, like, point before of like, oh, we're beaming in this thing, it's broken.
Have you ever been with a counselor before?
Yes. No.
Which one?
In one way or another.
Most people find a counselor intimidating. It's okay if you feel that way toward me.
Not at all.
He's hiding his boner.
Jesus.
Imagine what she's sensing right now.
I mean, yeah, I can't read his thoughts, but you got a sense, you know, something that he's feeling.
Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth just as slowly.
Thank God Tamara Luxwana isn't here. He'd be done.
That's much better. That is extremely helpful. Thank you for your time.
But
I gotta get out of here.
I'm going to practice that, and I'll let you know. Thank you again.
Nice.
Yeah, nice little touch.
I haven't started yet.
I had a very strange visit from one of your officers today.
I was just with Broccoli and I don't understand.
Lieutenant Barkley, report to the bridge. Lieutenant Barkley, report.
Had to go rub one out in the holodeck.
Lieutenant Barkley is in holodeck 2.
No!
I've had it with him.
Counselor, you
No!
No!
The computer sold him out, dude!
I think you should know, Barkley's been running some unique programs.
Oh, you don't even know, Jordy.
I just ran out of patience.
Oh, God. Is this guy an idiot?
There needs to be a lock on the holodeck. Riker's face. Riker's like, why aren't I one of them? One of the three. I think they're the Three Musketeers.
That makes sense.
This is a violation of protocol. Crew members should not be simulated in the holodeck.
Commander,
Okay.
I don't think there's any regulation against...
Well, there ought to be.
Oh.
If Barkley is having difficulty facing reality, to suddenly destroy his only means of escape would be brutal.
Oh, does Jordy see something?
They are quite disagreeable, aren't they?
I love their names. Hollow Data, Hollow Picard on the subtitles.
Do I detect a streak of yellow along the good fellow's
Jordy's still having
back?
his fight.
Yeah. And just Wesley eating pie in the background.
Number 1!
Here I come.
Oh no.
Oh, no!
Am I late? Did I miss the fight?
Oh, you made him like a bumbling idiot.
You have a familiar bearing. Is it possible our swords have crossed somewhere before?
Where is he?
He's short and has a high-pitched voice.
Mr. Barkley will find out what it means to be threatened. Computer.
Oh my god, dude. Riker's not having it.
I thought Riker would get a little joy out of some of this.
You know, there's nothing wrong with a healthy fantasy life, as long as you don't let it take over.
Just wait, it's just like worse and worse.
I was about to say, you call this healthy?
I am the goddess of empathy.
Oh.
Ambitions
Okay.
and embrace love.
At least they're not like together.
Not yet.
Discard your facades and reveal your true being to me. Computer, discontinue.
Wow, Riker loves it.
Delay that order. Quite a healthy fantasy life. Wouldn't you say?
This is incredible.
Sir, our velocity increased to warp 7.25.
Compensating, sir.
Confirmed.
No fun for Michael Dorn. Just has to stay there.
Damn.
Commander, any explanation for this injector problem?
Well, I'm not in engineering, sir. I'm in holodeck 2.
Another malfunction?
Completely preoccupied.
It would be wise to consult Lieutenant Barkley on this latest incident.
I'd like to very much, Captain. LaForge out.
Cast aside your mask and let me slip into your minds. Muzzle it.
Oh, here we go.
Not bad.
Bro fell asleep.
Oh, God.
A little bit unfortunate we didn't get to see them wake him up.
Yeah.
Imagine him just waking up like, huh?
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of funny that Dr. Crusher's in the episode, but we've only seen her in the holodeck, I'm pretty sure.
You had a chance to get some help from the real Counselor Troy, but instead you went back in there.
I know. I didn't want to. I just couldn't help myself.
I'd immediately transfer.
I might do more than that. I might just lock
Quit.
myself in my quarters, never come out,
I think I'd just quit.
quit the fleet.
Antimatter flow is increasing. She's accelerating out of control. There's nothing I can do.
Okay. I hope we get some resolution to the actual plot that I care about.
Estimated time to structural failure?
At this rate of acceleration, 15 minutes, 40 seconds, sir.
I feel like we're close to wrapping here. So.
Yeah, my guess is they're going to solve this, and then they're going to have like one little scene at the end with this guy.
Prepare for emergency saucer separation.
Ooh!
Standing by to release docking clamps.
Thought they completely forgot about that.
Plasma flow to the nacelles is uneven due to injector lock. An emergency saucer separation could rupture the warp field.
True. Yeah, can you even do that in warp?
That's right.
List all physical substances that wouldn't normally be picked up by an internal scan.
There are 15,000.
I was going to say, yeah.
How many of those can exist in an oxygen atmosphere?
532.
And could alter molecular structure when it comes in contact with glass?
5.
Wait a minute, wasn't Invidium used in medical containment fields?
The Mikalax might still be using it.
And one of those canisters was broken.
Okay.
Broken canister. The bridge is surprisingly calm during all this.
Pretty helpless.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? Besides just yell at engineering to figure it out. Gloves! Look at that. Remember earlier?
Wow. You called it from the beginning. Their lack of wearing gloves, and they spread it to everything. Good job, man. That's good. Round of applause. That's good.
Duffy and O'Brien picked up the broken canister and became contaminated.
If we can get the Invidium down to minus 200 degrees Celsius, it'll become inert.
That's pretty cold.
Question is, will the injectors come back online?
They've sustained considerable damage, Cap. I can't guarantee that we'll be able to regain control.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like these non-engineering people. Yeah, sure. Figure it out.
Do you think they had to do like an intro to engineering course at Starfleet Academy? So like they all have a vague awareness?
Like a vague awareness of how things work.
Yeah.
Antimatter injector online. Reducing flow capacity. Commencing warp engine shutdown, sir.
Never really thought about this, but it's really makes sense to have Data, the guy in the chair, to make all those, life-affecting decisions with no, emotion
Yeah.
or pressure. Okay.
Glad you were with us out here in the real world today, Mr. Barkley.
All right, here we go.
Oh, God. They all know, too, probably. Stand in front of the class.
You'll always be welcome here.
What if this is fake?
Yes.
I know. That's why it's so difficult to leave.
He's saying goodbye to the holodeck, not to his duties on the Enterprise.
It's been fun. Computer. End program.
Oh, my God. I knew it.
Erase all programs filed under Reginald Barkley.
Reginald Farfield.
Except program 9.
Remember. Which one was 9?
I can't remember. Where's that whiteboard? Where's that whiteboard at? I'm just gonna put a capital 1.
Capital 1.
Capital 1. I love this episode, bro. Reginald Barkley is probably my favorite guest character, maybe ever. in Star Trek.
He's definitely up there, especially recently of this season. Yeah, I mean, he was really good.
Now, there's an old saying that Klingon episodes are, always bangers, but we forgot about the original banger, holodeck episodes. And God, what an amazing execution with everything that's happened in the beginning of the episode, having to play off and figure into the plot of the resolution later, to the point where I even noticed, oh, they're not wearing gloves while moving this stuff. And that was the problem. It's like, oh my God, isn't that hilarious? I love this episode.
Yeah, I really loved it too. That hook got to be one of the most interesting, well-done hooks that I've seen thus far. I was immediately hooked in. I mean, the whole idea of doing that in the holodeck and what are the implications of it, that interests me amazingly. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with all the positives here. So the guy who played Reg, we'll look up his name for the discussion, but I thought he was really good. I like the contrast of him being so confident in the holodeck versus, shy and introverted in the Enterprise. Mostly it was well done, and I liked the performance, but definitely from a character standpoint, loved the character and hope he's eventually in the show again. But, even if he's not, it was a really nice addition to get a non-main character to be the focus of an episode. I mean, you could argue it's a Geordi episode as well. Troy has some stuff, but, it's really a Reginald Barclay episode, which is really fun to see that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, did such a good job of slowly introducing the problem, where the glasses are leaking, and they go away from it. There was enough weird stuff going on to where we kind of forget, oh yeah, there is a problem, to the point where I don't want to hear about the problem, but when we finally figured out the problem, oh, that makes sense. It's great, and but it also plays into the plot of him being a klutz. You know what I mean? It wasn't just something happened, oh, that's going to come into play later. It made sense why he dropped the canisters and had trouble with the anti-grav thing because of his character. It wasn't just a scene in there to be because It's like, oh, he's a klutz. It makes sense. And he's been established as a klutz.
I wish it could have been connected a little bit more, but I do agree. For an external plot to come into the thing we're interested in, it didn't completely derail it. And I enjoyed how it played out, that plot, like separating the whole holodeck stuff. Like that plot on its own was pretty solid, and it's something we haven't seen before, like a new type of malfunction going on in the ship. It's not really an external force. They get this material from a different planet or whatever, but it's all kind of handled within the Enterprise. It's an Enterprise problem. It's not just Reg that we see. We get to see all those other people in engineering that work under Geordi, and we never really get to see a lot of that. So that was cool, even though it's just small parts. Guinan was great. Just a lot of great stuff here. So I do have some issues with it. I'll talk about in the discussion, but overall, yeah, really, really enjoyed this one. And it's like a sneaky one because it's like you expect like what's left in the season, right? It's like, oh, we haven't had like a Loxana Troy episode. We haven't had, we've had really good Romulan ones. We've had really good Klingon ones. We had a Q. Like what's left? It's like, oh, this is something I never would have thought of, and I really love anything that at this point, 170 something episodes into this franchise, is something new.
Yeah, new, but also familiar. It's like, oh, we've checked all the boxes of what we've done this season. What haven't we? Oh, duh, holodeck episode.
Yeah, but again, the holodeck in a way we haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
What if someone just kind of like is basically crossing these ethical lines? We'll get more into that in the discussion, but it's a good one.
It was.
Alex and Josh feel the target audience on a cosmic journey, feeling so immense. They're sitting in a room, ready for the show. Star Trek Next Generation, Season 3, let's go! The first time they've seen this sci-fi sight, only going where no man's gone, day and night. Synth-pop beats fill the atmosphere. Their minds are racing, filled with wonder and cheer. Cosmic journey, they're feeling the thrill, exploring the stars. Their hearts they can't still. Cosmic journey, a voyage so grand. Alex and Josh as fans, they now stand. Cosmic journey, a voyage so grand. Alex and Josh as fans, they now stand.
Alex, what are you doing? All right, good enough.